Deuteronomy Chapter 6, obey God and prosper. I feel like this is a very important chapter to listen to. All of it's important, but this is obey God and prosper. If we obey God and do what he says, he's going to prosper us in our ways. He is. It says, now this is the command, the statutes and the judgments, which the Lord your God has commanded me to teach to you, so that you might do them in the land which you are crossing over to possess, so that you and your son and your grandson may fear and worship the Lord your God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I am commanding you all the days of your life, so that your days may be prolonged. Therefore, listen, O Israel, and be careful to do them, that it may go well with you, and that you may increase greatly, as the Lord, the God of your fathers, has promised you, in a land flowing with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God. The Lord is one, the only God. You shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart and mind, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, your entire being. These words which I am commanding you today shall be written on your heart and mind. You shall teach them diligently to your children, impressing God's precepts on their minds and penetrating their hearts with his truths, and shall speak of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk on the road, and when you lie down, and when you get up. And you shall bind them as a sign on your hand, your forearm, and they shall be used as bands, frontals and frontlets on your forehead. You shall write them on the doorpost of your house and on your gates. Then it shall come about, when the Lord your God brings you into the land which he swore to give to your fathers, to give you a land with great and splendid cities which you did not build. You didn't even build it, and God's going to give it to you. And houses full of good things which you did not fill, and hewn, and the cisterns, the wells which you did not dig, and vineyards and olive trees which you didn't plant, and you eat, and you are full and satisfied. Then beware that you don't forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt and out of the house of slavery. You shall fear only the Lord your God, and you shall serve him with awe-filled reverence and profound respect, and swear oaths by his name alone. You shall not follow after other gods, any of the gods of the peoples who surround you, because people will try to bring you down with a whole lot of stuff, even well-meaning people, so don't let them bring you down. For the Lord your God who is among you is a jealous God, demanding what is rightfully and uniquely his. Otherwise, the anger of the Lord your God will be kindled and burn against you, and he will destroy you from the face of the earth. You shall not put the Lord your God to test. Don't test him as you tested him at Massah. You shall not put the Lord your God to test. How many people, and I'm guilty of it too, have said, well, God, if you, okay, so I see in your word it says to just trust you, and then you're going to take care of these things. I see that you say to trust you, and you will supply all my needs, things I need, food and that. But if you really want me to do this, then send one red car by me. If you really want me to do this, then have this person tell me something. No, like, don't test God. Don't test God. He says not to here. Don't test God with these things. You don't need to test God. You just need to trust God. That's what he wants. You shall diligently keep foremost in your thoughts and actively do the commandments of the Lord your God, and his testimonies and his statutes which he has commanded you. You shall do what is right and good in the sight of the Lord, so that it may be well with you, and that you may go in and possess the good land which the Lord swore to give your fathers, by driving out all your enemies from before you, as the Lord has spoken. When your son asks you in time to come, saying, what is the meaning of the testimonies and statutes and judgments which the Lord our God has commanded you? Then you shall say to your sons, we were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Moreover, the Lord showed great and terrible signs and wonders before our eyes against Egypt, Pharaoh and all his household. He brought us out from there in order to bring us in, to give us a land which he had sworn to give our fathers. So the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear and worship the Lord our God with awe-filled reverence and profound respect for our good always, so that he might preserve us alive as it is today. It will be considered righteousness for us, that is, right standing with God, if we are careful to observe all the commandments before the Lord our God, just as he commanded us. This is your daily Bible chapter, reading God's word Monday through Friday. See you tomorrow.